You're fired. That's what you need to say to yourself if you're an entrepreneur that wants to make more money and work fewer hours. Hi, I'm Craig Ballantyne, the host of Early to Rise Radio, and today I'm going to give you the 5 words that are killing you if you're an entrepreneur. They're leading you to suffer in silence, put everything on your back. They're causing so much stress and anxiety, and like my friend and coaching client Bedros Keuilian, they may have sent you to the hospital. I went to the hospital because of these 5 words as well. We both went with anxiety attacks, and I don't want that to happen to you. Now, what are those 5 words? I will do it myself. I will do it myself. Oh man, my team member can't do it well enough. I'll just do it myself. I don't have the time or energy to teach somebody how to do this. I'll just do it myself. I don't want to spend the money. I'll just do it myself. And sure, you might save a little bit of money in the short term, but you pay a heavy debt in the long. So back to firing yourself. That's what you need to do every single week in your business. You need to look back and you need to go, where do I need to fire myself? What am I doing that is not my job? That's where we teach the automate, delegate, and eliminate method. When you automate, delegate, and eliminate the activities that are not your job, you free up your time and take you from doing $10 and $20 an hour tasks so that you can do $200, $500, $1,000 an hour tasks that make you rich. When we did this with my client Boris, he was doing $3 million per year, and we automated, delegated, and eliminated 30 hours per week of what he was doing so that he could do $1,000 an hour tasks, and he jumped up to $10 million in 12 months. When I showed Bedros how to do this over the years, I helped him eliminate so many bad habits that he was able to increase his hourly worth, his effective hourly worth. He stopped working 12 hours a day, he stopped suffering in silence, he stopped having anxiety attacks, and he was able to scale his businesses. He devotes 2 pages in his book, Man Up, to how I was able to help him build the discipline. So what you're going to do when you go into work tomorrow is you're going to have a page beside you with ADE beside it. And every 20 minutes, an alarm is going to go off and you're going to write down, should I automate this? Can I delegate this? Can I eliminate this? Dan Sullivan and Ben Hardy wrote a great book, Who Not How. You don't sit there and think, how can I do this? You think, who can do this for me? You fire yourself. You automate, delegate, and eliminate. And I'm repeating myself because this is so important for you to change your mindset around the work that you do. I will do it myself just leads you to being stuck and struggling. It's the golden handcuffs. When they're on you, you can never get ahead. You never get enough money to get out of the, I'll do it, I don't have any time, not making enough money, therefore I'll just do it myself, and so on and so forth. It is a vicious cycle. You get stuck in that doom loop and you never get ahead. What you need to do, what you must do is automate, delegate, and eliminate. And listen, I totally understand. You think this is going to cost me money, but it might cost you money for 2 weeks, right? If you automate, delegate, and eliminate 10 hours this week and you pour those 10 hours into making money, it might cost you, all right, we're going to delegate 10 hours of work, an average of $35 an hour, $350, but it's going to give you 10 hours to go and make a sale. A sale that might be $1,000, therefore you're already tripling your money. $5,000, man, that's a huge change. You spend $350 to make $5,000. Would you not do that every single day? Absolutely. And you can only do that when you escape the vicious cycle. You have to escape and get the terminal velocity of income coming in from high income skills that allow you to escape the doom loop of I will do it myself. And when you do that, you take the weight of the world off your shoulders. You set yourself free. You give yourself more time to think and work on the business, not in the business. If you haven't read The E-Myth is a legendary entrepreneur book about how the business owner worked in the business. It was never had enough time because they were so busy they couldn't find time to do the selling and the business went bankrupt. But when they learned how to work on the business, doing the sales and marketing to grow the business and automate, delegate, and eliminate the additional work to other team members so that they could deliver and the person could sell, that's how the business grew. Think of McDonald's. The guys who started McDonald's didn't go and do all the burgers. No. They didn't say, I'll just do it myself and make all the hamburgers and all the shakes. No, they built a system that people were able to come in and implement, and they worked on the business. So it's 5 words that are killing you and 3 letters that will save you. Go from I will do it myself to automate, delegate, and eliminate. This will automatically save you at least 10 hours per week. And when you shift your mindset from trying to find time to do something to making time to do something, that's a game changer. That's what will set you free in life because it's a total mindset shift. 6 years ago, and my friend and who's a coaching client of mine, Frank Van Blanken, who's worth tens of millions of dollars now. He sent me a message the other day on Instagram saying that 6 years ago, he attended my workshop in Frankfurt, Germany. He's from Holland. And I was on a trip to Europe as I did every summer, and I did a workshop there on my way. And Frank came in and he was making $100,000 a year, working 15 hours a day. $100,000 a year, working 15 hours a day. So his average dollar per hour is probably about $30. But if you have an average of 30, that means you're doing a lot of $5 an hour tasks and a lot of $100 an hour tasks. But your average out at $30 an hour. There's no way he could sustain that. He was married. He wanted to have kids. We had to change something. So over the course of the day, we installed the values and vision. The values and vision drive every decision in your life. It helps you set specific goals and identify the exact activities to get you there. It's like a treasure map. And from that treasure map, we know what to say no to. So by saying no, you eliminate. The law of subtraction, eliminating the things that don't matter, will save you a ton of time. There are so many things in your business that you're doing right now that nobody should be doing. In fact, I want you to ask these 4 questions. What is not my job? What should I stop doing? What can I delegate? And what are my distractions? When you ask those 4 questions, you'll come up with, listen, what's not my job? Man, I'm uploading stuff to my social media. That's not my job. And you can delegate that. What should I stop doing? Well, I should stop going on podcasts for 10 people. I used to do that all the time and I was working so much. And I realized, listen, I love these people that I'm going on the podcast for, but they only have 10 listeners. It's taking an hour and a half of my time. If I filmed YouTube videos that are watched 10,000 times each, I reach exponentially more people because I can make 3 YouTube videos in an hour. I got to stop doing these podcasts and nobody takes up that job. And then what can I delegate? What am I doing right now that somebody else should be doing? Delegate that. And then finally, what are my distractions? Everybody's got distractions. You must identify them and then use something like the Opal app that blocks you. For example, I go on Instagram in the afternoon. I justify it because I do business on Instagram, but sometimes it takes up too much of my time. So I need to get accountability to a coach and say, I'm not going on Instagram, or use the Opal app for iPhone or 1sec app for Android, which blocks you from accessing those sites. And when you do that, you claw back your time. 5 words, I will do it myself. Never say them again. Use 3 letters, automate, delegate, and eliminate, and ask those 4 questions. And that's what we did with Frank. And then we built out a 90-day planner that showed him exactly what to do to achieve his values and his vision. We put him on the straight line of success to achieve the North Star that he was chasing in his life. 3 months later, going through my system, my Perfect Life Workshop, Frank was able to go from $100,000 per year to $100,000 per month, 15 hours a day, down to 8 hours per day. And since then, now he makes $1 million a month, works 6 to 8 hours per day, travels the world more than I do, and lives his dream life, all because of this mindset shift. So stop saying, I will do it myself. Figure out how you can automate, delegate, and eliminate. You must figure out what is not your job and fire yourself from that. And when you do that, you will get the income and the escape velocity to leave that I don't have time, I'm going to do everything myself loop that will keep you stuck and struggling with the golden handcuffs on. And when you're set free and when you follow your 90-day plan, you will reach your goals. I think the biggest thing that I can do for you is give you a free copy of my book, The Perfect Week Formula, which takes you through all of these exercises in depth so that you claw back 10 hours per week, which is 500 hours in a year. And even if your value per hour was $100 an hour, that's $50,000 all from reading a book. So go to freeperfectweekformula.com and download that today, or just drop the word perfect week down below in the comments and we'll send it to you for free. It is a game changer and it will change your life like it did for Bedros, Boris, and Frank. So drop Perfect Week Formula down below and we will send that to you, give you back 500 hours a year so that you can do whatever you want and live your dream life.